Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a while since I posted, but yeah, I've been dealing with a little bit of a back problem. So at any rate, I think I got things under control for the time being. So, you know, gonna get back to hopefully posting up some videos on a regular basis. Today I've got something a little bit different, and it kind of coincides with back problems. I enjoy riding bikes and motorcycles and stuff, but currently I've not really been able to. So kind of missing it, and you know, missing being outdoors. So I went ahead and decided to pull the trigger on an e-bike, and what I ended up going for was it's a Jetson Bolt Pro. I picked it up at Costco, and I'll be honest with you, I thought it was fairly reasonable. It was $350, but it has some pretty good specs. You know, it'll do like 15 miles per hour, I think, is you know, kind of the deal. It's 15, you know, point something or another, and has roughly a 15-mile range. So for most of the stuff I'm going to do, that's adequate. And to be honest with you, I kind of planned on using it just out, you know, knocking around in the evenings, you know, getting out. And it actually comes with the headlight, a tail light, and, you know, and a kickstand, which I know sounds funny, but on actually quite a few e-bikes, that's an option you have to pay extra for, which I agree, it is ridiculous. But at any rate, so here it is. I'm going to start to unpackage it and get it put together. I don't know really what's involved, but I don't think it's going to be more than we can handle. Now, I did go online and look, and there's a couple of different things that are really similar to this. One does not have pedals on it, it just has pegs. And there's another model by Jetson, it's called a Bolt, but it has a slightly smaller motor on it, and I think less range, but I'm not even 100% certain about that. This is, you know, what they had, so this is what I ended up pulling the trigger on. And yeah, I've actually had it for a few weeks, so I've been looking forward to getting out here and messing with it, but yeah, I just haven't been up to it. So I kind of got backlogged with some stuff to do, but this is my goal for this evening, is to get this thing put together and charged. Because what I read online is it can take up to 4 hours to, you know, completely charge it. And once I get an opportunity to use it, you know, I plan on posting some more videos. So if anybody else out there is interested in this stuff, you know, hopefully it can help them make an informed decision. There's what you get, and it looks like it just has a couple of zip ties holding things together. I think that's all we have to do to get the seat out. Well, it looks like they do a pretty good job of, you know, packing it in here and protecting it, which is nice. I'll go ahead and finish on getting it out of here and see what our next step is. Well, so far so good. It all looks pretty well packed in there. Basically just this frame and a box. Looks like there's a little bit of oil, but I mentioned I'm looking forward to putting this thing to use. Alright, so here's what we have in the box. The rear fender, pedals, charger, some other accoutrement, and a few tools. Well, that's the rear tail light. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab a pair of dikes. These zip ties, I don't want to scratch the paint. Well, so far that's all pretty easy. It's got a little hinge on the handlebars because obviously it's a compact bike, you know, meant to be able to throw into the back of a car, trunk, or a crossover, and which for me is not super critical because I own a pickup truck and a van. But my wife, she has a small Hyundai, and you know, if we want to put it in the back of that to like go downtown or something, yeah, it would be very relevant. All right, and up here, big tag that tells you that yeah, if you have any issues, to call them. Don't take it back to the store. But like I said, I got this at Costco, so for me, yeah, if I had any problems, I would definitely take it back to Costco, just because yeah, you know, Costco is very good about standing behind stuff they sell. And I'll be honest with you, that's part of the reason that I went ahead and, you know, purchased it, because I thought, well, you know, if there is an issue, it's, you know, much more reassuring to me than purchasing it online. And you know, not that that's necessarily a bad option. I mean, I do frequently, you know, buy parts and stuff online, and I have to say that today that really is, you know, just super simple, and you know, more often than not, it's really the path of least resistance. The pedals are labeled right and left. Again, so far, it really couldn't be easier. Hopefully the whole thing goes that way. Again, that's our rear light. Comes with well, a Phillips bit, an Allen, and the 2 wrenches. And this one appears to be, yeah, that fits the pedals. see the reflector. You just have to flip it around and snug it up. And it even comes with a little bell. Oh no. Yeah, the bell didn't survive transport, doesn't appear. Alright, so we've ran into an issue. The doesn't appear that the bell has made it, but yeah. We're gonna keep moving. That won't affect the functionality of it. A little disappointing, but I can't say that they didn't try. Everything seemed to be packaged pretty well. Back around to the back again. And now, look, all we have to do is mount this fender. A little bit awkward. I've gone ahead and raised that up as much as I can because there is a cable coming through here for the brake. And yeah, this thing, I mean, they're not hydraulic, but they are, it does have disc brakes on it. So again, I think, you know, it's pretty good value for what it is. If you consider, you know, like even if I went and bought a conversion kit to put on my bike, because that's originally what I was going to do, just, you know, to well, for no other reason than to be able to make a video about it. And but Mitch pointed out to me that really, you know, for the money, you know, this thing's pretty hard to beat. And you know, I have to say I agree with him. So well, I think that's it. Oh no, one more thing. And this just mounts, it's basically a rubber band. So see, this is just and this has a couple different settings. And I'm presuming it's just battery operated. So but it's not really something I guess I expect to use frequently. But again, it's, you know, nice to have it. I'd rather have it than not have it. And this does come with a headlight as well. Good, power it up. It's showing that it has a full charge from the factory. And you know, I might need to reorient the brakes a little bit. I don't think so, and I don't think I'm gonna mess with it just yet. I think that's pretty well done and dusted. Well, I need to figure out how to turn on the headlight. There it is. Just, it has a cruise control, so you push and hold the cruise control button, and that turns on the headlight. Pretty easy cheesy lemon peasy. Yeah. Well, so far we've done everything, and I haven't looked at the instructions on it, but I think I'm going to have to, because the one thing I don't know, or I don't see, oh, just figured it out. So it was where the charging port is, and it's on the opposite side. Now this thing has also, it has this built-in handle, you know, to make it easier to transport. Get this ready. Hopefully this will bring up the charging port, bring them into view. It's right here. Right at the bottom side of that case. Pretty standard easy plug. Now, alright, we've got no tire pressure in our back tire, but in the meantime we can get this plugged in and let it get charging. It's called. So now, interestingly enough, from my perspective anyway, this is the first thing that we've come to. We needed a tool that didn't ship with it, so we're gonna need to add some air into the tire, and so you're gonna need a small, well, you could use a pump or but you're gonna need a pressure gauge. Now I've got this small air pump slash light slash extension cord that hangs from the ceiling, so I apologize for the racket because it's going to make a lot when it starts. Alright, that's that one done. other one's probably fine, but I'm gonna give it a little bump just because I vented it, so I'm just trying to measure it. The valve stem on the back is angled, so it's really easy to get to. The one on the front is not, it's straight out, and with the brake rotor there, it's a little bit hard to access. But yeah, all in all, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty amazed at, you know, how easy this thing was to go together, and the fact that well, literally you saw, I mean, obviously nothing spectacular, but they're good enough to do the job. What more could you ask for? And everything went together super easy. Like I said, the bell is broken. I'm sure that happened in transport, but to be perfectly honest, it's something I would probably take off regardless. But you know, who knows? I mean, you know, I'll probably, you know, call them up just to give them the opportunity to see how they handle it. And you know, I'm pretty optimistic. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. Let this thing get charged up, and hopefully at some point, you know, post a video kind of telling you what I think about it and how my experience has been with it. So far, so good. Super easy. I'm very pleased with it. And you know, it's a very small package, and you see, you know, you can fold the thing up and lay it down in pretty short order. Thanks, guys. Have a good night, and you know, if you know anyone who enjoys this kind of content, please share, and if you could click the like, it, you know, helps us out on the channel. And we will see you guys again, and hopefully, like I said, I'll be back to posting videos on a regular. Thanks. Bye. For 42 psi. And they've included this as a reminder, and according to this, it says charge 35 to 42 psi. I think we're going to go on the high end of that range, because I think the hard tires will, well, it'll make it ride less nice, but it'll make it more efficient. It's the operator. It's kind of strange. It's just different than what I'm accustomed to. You can see it's got this weird little spring. That's the bell. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.